Reducing, some of you might be saying, thinking, well, what about these hips and the thighs? And that's my problem area, and that's not my problem area, but that's some people's problem area. And the chest as well is often linked. So more body fat on the chest is linked with the hips and thighs. Yeah? And the reason for this is the hormone is estrogen. Often it's estrogen overload that's causing this. Now remember what I said earlier about estrogen. It's injected in some of the chickens these days and the cattle. Okay? So these people really need to choose the foods that doesn't have estrogen in it. And go organic. A lot of these chemicals I talked about earlier are called xenoestrogens. Xeno means kind of like powerful estrogen. It's more powerful than normal estrogen, these chemicals. So these chemicals have an estrogenic effect on us. And even for guys these days, guys are having shown more signs of estrogen dominance, storing more weight around the hips and thighs and chest. Moves, I think, is the latest word for them. And so there's certain things we can do to reduce the toxicity in the chemicals. A, make better choices. B, help your body detoxify better. So fibre for these people is often really key, because not in all cases, but many cases, people have been more sluggish in their bowels if that's their problem area. And so eating lots of fruit and veg and taking a fibre drink and supplement to help with proper bowel formation and stool formation is key. The detox that I spoke about earlier, these people probably need to do it more than the twice a year that I normally recommend. These people might need to do it 3 or maybe even up to 4 times a year to begin with to really help their body detoxify better. A supplement that can also help with balancing the hormones and estrogen is something called Mastermind. Is another great supplement. Go organic, as I talked about. Reduce your exposure to chemicals and toxins, and not just in your food, but in your body products, in your skincare. Most females are unknowingly putting on average 515 chemicals into their body every day, without knowing it. There was something in the press not so long ago about, I think it was lipsticks, and heavy metals in lipsticks and the negative effects of it. So it's becoming more and more common knowledge. Sorry guys, there's another one on here at the bottom. Guess what? Moderate alcohol intake. Why? Because alcohol actually puts a stress on the liver. The liver is responsible for detoxing, and alcohol can mean the liver doesn't function as well. Now the liver needs to function well to deal with all of those chemicals and to get rid of excess estrogen. And if people are putting alcohol in on a regular basis, the liver can't get rid of all the other stuff that it needs to do on a daily basis. So it's a common theme with all of them, reduce the alcohol intake. Never say never, but if it's a habit, or if it's a binge weekend or whatever, consider what it's doing for you and if it's helping you.
I find that easier to give up than coffee.
It is easier.
I've given up smoking, I've given up the alcohol, I've given up the coffee. It's massive, massive.
And because the coffee does what for you?
Because it's all I drink.
Okay.
That is all I drink.
That's all I used to do.
Yeah, well I was talking to you the other day, so...
If you do the cleanse, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, I know.
Also, there's a great alternative for anyone who's really finding it difficult to get off coffee because of the energy that it keeps them going, literally. If they don't have coffee, they can't function because it's stimulant. And so there's an alternative drink that you can have, which is a natural energy herbal drink that will give you the energy that coffee gives you, but better, but without the jitters, because coffee often gives people a bit jittery, and then gives them a crash.
Just makes me moody, makes me real, just bite people's head off.
Just thinking of If you switch it to something called Solstic Energy, then you will have relaxed energy, so you won't get the jitters and you won't get the crashes. And this drink will give you energy for 4 hours as opposed to probably the 1 or 2 hours that coffee will give you before you need your next coffee.
And what's it called?
Solstic Energy. Speak to the guys at the back and they and it's really great. You only need 2 of those a day as opposed to however many coffees you have. And it'll help you wean off it. Facts on coffee, as that just came up, there was a study done that showed that a cup of coffee leaches the body of, it was something like 200 milligrams of calcium. every time someone has a cup of coffee. Why do we need calcium?
Strong bones.
What happens is coffee is very acidic, so when we have coffee, it has an acidic effect in the body, and the body does whatever it needs to do to survive, so it finds something alkalizing to buffer it, to counteract it. Calcium is an alkalizing mineral, so it literally strips that mineral out of the bones to offset the coffee. So people who are having lots of coffee and sugar literally are at more risk of osteoporosis than those who aren't.
What do you think about decaf coffee?
Decaf coffee is, you're not getting the kind of wired hit, so better for that. However, the downside of it is there's more of a chemical process that it goes through to decaffeinate the coffee, so I'm not a big fan really, unless it's organic decaf, which means it hasn't had to go through the same chemical process. I mean, if you, it's time now, I'm happy to answer a few questions or after.
Yeah, no, if you may want to answer a couple of questions, yeah, just wherever you, I think the guys have got to come in for a class or something.
Yeah, okay, I'll hang around afterwards and answer the questions.
We can always go to the lobby and, yeah.
Just a quick reminder of the 6 steps. Positive mindset. 2, healthy diet. Detox, sorry. Tip number 2. Number 3, healthy diet. Keep it simple. Some of the tips I shared on that. Number 4, address. Number 4. Supplements, essential supplements. Thank you. Just paying attention.
Somebody's paying
Can I get
attention.
brownie points?
Got some stickers.
Very good.
Essential supplements that help balance your body up. Step 5 is address any underlying health concerns that might be going on. Do the lifestyle analysis with these guys. You can book in for that with them, and they'll work out what's going on, if anything. And then number 6 is how to reduce it from certain sites and go even further with some of those solutions. So, have you gone away with something today?
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Are you glad that you took the time out of that beautiful sunny evening to be here and it was worth it?
Yeah.
Because that's what I wanted to make sure you got. Because I really value your time and I really respect that you're here because you want to take care of yourself and you want to learn some solutions that are going to work. I really hope I've given you some of those solutions and that you, most importantly, that you're going to use them. Because knowledge is nothing without action. If we use some of it, it might not be all of them. Pieces of the jigsaw. The more you use, the more you get. Please take some steps forward in whatever way, because not only is this going to help with the Get Slim plan, but it's also going to benefit your health in so many other ways and benefits, and I really hope that happens. So thank you for being here, thank you for allowing me to share this information with you, and thank you for Ashley.
Yeah.